definitely I experienced culture shock, and I think a lot of people experience this particular culture shock. And basically, it's the Humboldt culture. It's sustainability, and recycle bins everywhere, and everyone's hacky sacking and hula hooping in the quad, and like people walk around with no shoes, and it's just that's a culture shock. Being from LA and being able to just throw my trash on the ground and not really think about it, even though it is affecting the environment. Now that I know now, um, I just feel more obligated at Humboldt to care about the earth, to care about where we live, because we do live on Earth.
I'm from Southern California, and so coming up to Northern California was definitely a big culture shock. People are so much more socially aware and environmentally friendly up here. And it's like refreshing to know that so many people care so much about all these different issues and being aware that there are so many issues.
Coming from a more diverse community, it seemed to me that HSU was a lot smaller and more of a closed bubble with very different demographics compared to other places. So my advice would be to get involved with other activities and interests on campus so that you can really find your place here and not get scared away.
I'm a member of the Marching Lumberjacks, and something I got out of that is just bonds of people who share the same love of music that I do. And that's really, really special. And also, I'm a part of a sorority, and I got out of that a home away from home because I am an only child, but now I have about 35 sisters.
I joined Fisheries Club on campus, which was fun. You make connections, and like it's a shared interest, so you at least have one thing to talk about with all of these people. And I did intramurals, and I did sports in high school, so it was nice to have like a just for fun outlet because I wasn't on like an organized sport like one of the sports teams, but it was still like you get that physical activity, you get that team spirit. It's nice.
I've been involved with the Yes House at Humboldt State, so the Youth Educational Services. One thing that I've gained from participating in the Yes House is experience through volunteer work at the local juvenile hall in Eureka, as well as lasting friendships. When you have similar interests as the people that you hang around with, it makes it that much easier to really build that bond and have that sense of camaraderie.
I'm not in any clubs yet, but I would really want to. And the reason why is because you get to meet other people and you both share the same likes and hobbies, possibly.
I think living on campus is beneficial as a freshman just because whenever you're done with classes, you could literally just go home and like take a nap or something, or just get all your stuff. Like if you're running late to class, like just go and like get your stuff and come back, and you can easily make it on time. And also like when you're studying, if you can't study in the dorms, the library is like right there. It's just everything is so close to you when you're in the dorms. It's definitely
living on campus my freshman year was definitely an experience, but I would say it was beneficial to my experience here at HSU. It was a really great opportunity to make really great friendships with people that I was going to be having classes with for my next 4 years, and really just get involved in the campus community, which is very essential to feeling at home here at HSU.
I would definitely suggest living on campus for freshmen. Like that's where I made the majority of my friends, and it's so easy just because you're living there anyways. You have to get along with these people, and they're always there. You know, always walk down the hall and like, oh hey, there's my best friend and like 20 others. It's really great.
It was amazing. I love living on campus my freshman year. I got connected with a lot of people. I lived in third floor Alder, and I met a group of about 6 girls, and we still hang out to this day 3 years later, always talking to each other, always keeping updated. It's a really good way to network on campus.
The way I felt comfortable and found friends in my community was in my living area in Creekview, and I feel like for first-time freshmen to live on campus is more comfortable than living off campus because you live in the same community as other first-time freshmen as well, and it builds you guys go through the same situation, I guess, and you live in the same place, so you get to get closer and know who is more compatible with you and who is not, and also your classes
To find your community on campus and make friends, it's important to put yourself in new situations and be open-minded about what people can offer you and what friendships mean and how to get to know people and doing new things on campus that might be outside of your comfort zone but will lead to great relationships in the end.
For my first year in HSU, I was a little nervous that I wasn't going to make friends, but luckily I met people that were interested in the same things as me because we struggled through chemistry together, so we got like study groups together and then we became really good friends. Other than that, I also built a community through the people that I lived with and hanging out with other people, so connections. That's definitely really important in order to make friends, I think, your first year of college.
My priorities coming to Humboldt wasn't to make friends, but to pursue my education. But slowly in classes and through the dorms, I made friends who I honestly believe will be my long life friends that I will stick with later on in the future. And I have met a few faces that are from back home or anywhere else that it just comes to show that Humboldt's a pretty small school and it's honestly awesome.